we have to assume the way that the Filoniverse closes out, there's a good chance Ahsoka dies, right? Like, we got to assume that because we haven't seen Ahsoka in any of the other movies. But
So
with Rey getting her own movie and her own series of like rebuilding the Jedi Order, 100% would love to see like old Rosario Dawson be like an old Ahsoka in that show. I think that would be so cool.
yeah, but I mean, I never once even thought that maybe they would be killing her off.
I just feel like it would have impact. If they killed Mando, I don't feel like it would have the same impact as if they killed Ahsoka. Because
depends who you ask.
That's true. As a Clone War fan,
because like with Ahsoka, like your argument is like she's not in the newer movies, but she also wasn't in 4, 5, and 6 either. But she was around.
Yeah, that's
true. It wasn't about her.
That's 100% valid. Yeah.
So she could still be around in 7, 8, 9, and can still show up afterwards.
Okay, she can live. You convinced me.
We'll see, though, man. We'll see.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? Like, when you think about it, though, like, I feel like you have Rebels, Clone Wars, the Ahsoka show building up Ahsoka, and it's over like a decade of content building this character. And you have like, it's a multi-generational character. Whereas Mando, you've got 3 seasons of a show in recent. And while Mando has his fans, I feel like the amount of either outrage or rage or sadness around Ahsoka sacrificing herself or killing her or dying would be massive. Almost like Glenn from The Walking Dead dying. Spoiler alert.
I think I think you're right. I think there would be some sadness, but maybe it just also depends on like how or why. I mean, you could say the same for Vader. Like, he sacrificed himself to save Luke, and that's upsetting. Like, I love that character, but when you think about why he did it, you're like, oh, what a nice little ending to the story. Yeah. Like, so it just kind of depends on why. Yeah, of course there's gonna be sadness, but as long as they do it right, I think it would be acceptable. And you know what's frustrating is one thing I didn't talk about, and again, I've never seen Rebels and never finished Clone Wars. If you haven't seen the most recent episode of Ahsoka or listened to our Ahsoka podcast, this is your chance to not listen, because I'm going to spoiler alert something right now. You have 5. Pause it. Skip it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We see Admiral Thrawn, okay? We see him, and at the very end of it, he says, I want to know everything about this Ahsoka. Did they not have like interaction in Rebels? Because he's like, I want to know about her master. And I'm like, how does he not know?
No, they didn't. I don't think
Really?
Ahsoka's in the final season.
Wow.
Well, she might be in an episode, but I don't think she's in like a massive character. They kind of left. I don't know. And here's the thing: I haven't made it to the end yet. So I'm still not in the final season. But my assumption is that, like, I've always assumed they left it off that Vader killed Ahsoka in that fight scene. And we don't see until Ezra pulls her into the world between worlds that's, you know, she lived. But like, I don't know. I'd have to look that up. I'm not 100% sure there.
Interesting.
Maybe they didn't. They must not have had that much interaction.
Well, yeah, because he seemed to know nothing about her, but he was like, I want to know everything about her.
And if Dave Filoni's writing it, I would assume that, like, you know, he wouldn't miss something like that.
Yeah.
But
we shall see.
Yeah, I still can't believe you dropped such a massive spoiler like that. And I'm just kidding.
I feel like I gave plenty of time for people to pause.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, but like, I don't know. In my head, I was trying to come up with something that would be so ludicrous that, like, yeah.
Can't believe you said Grogu came back in this episode. That's crazy.
Yeah, Grogu saved or kills Thrawn, man. Dude, that's nuts.
Crazy.
Yeah.